I need a little bit of break. So, see how it goes?
All good things must come to an end, David.
Yeah, so maybe. It's like a maybe. It's a maybe. So I thought what I'm going to do for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to record these videos, put them on YouTube. So you know, if you wanted to do the class on your own, if you're home, you can just do it. So kind of don't want to. I want to give you something to work with.
That's nice.
So like if I go, we don't know if the lockdown hits it. You know, won't be able to go. Shall we get a stick, a dowel?
Oh yeah. So this is the last one, isn't it?
No, this is the last one of the last series, but it's still going to continue next week and week after. Yeah, this is the last one that we paid for. But then we're going to start. Yeah, this is the 6.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, no,
£10 for the 2.
yeah, about a 2.
Okay.
I didn't realise it was the 6. He's got the dentist and in the middle half.
Oh, he's got the dentist.
Anyone else?
Well, he's doing nothing else there.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
So,
No one else in the changing room? Okay. Okay. Close the score. Is this the 6th or the 5th?
I thought it was the 5th.
so I've done 4 and missed 1 and this makes 5 and this is the 6th.
Oh,
Yeah, because that's what I thought, because we started.
yeah. I don't really matter. You did. What did we do on the first one? We did.
We did hips.
The second one we did
We did shoulder.
shoulders. Third one we did.
We did knee.
Yeah.
And then
Fifth one we did.
back.
Yeah.
And spine.
And there was a
So
whole
this is
one.
the 6th.
That's
And
the
then
one I
one
missed.
session we did the whole body. We went
Yeah.
through the whole body. Yeah. So this is 6.
This is 6. Yeah.
Okay. So as we're holding it down, shall we just move our body around a little bit? Okay. So I want you to hold it right in front of you with your right hand in front. Try to keep your upper body firm. Okay. So all I want you to do is I want you to try to reach to the right as far back as you can, and then bring it forward. Okay. Now I want you to slowly lift it off the floor, and then do the same thing. Just getting it out, and then turning it in. Okay. Now we're going to lift it up a little bit more higher. We're going to lift it to the right side, and then bring it back. Good. So I'm putting my hands right here, so I don't want my lower back to compensate for it. So again, we're going to slide it out, slide it in. We're going to lift it up, slide it out, and slide it in, down. We go up a little bit higher. We go out, and we go in. Now we're going to get 2 hands on it. Two arms on that. We're going to press it forward, like slowly drop, bend our knees slightly. Okay, we're going to rotate it to one side. Keep our neck in the same position. Bringing it back to the center. Rotate to the other side. So where we want to feel that stretch is right on our lats. Very good. Okay, now we try to go a bit lower. Get our hands quite close, our biceps quite close to our ear. We're going to rotate to one side. Bring it back to the center. Then rotate to the other side. Okay, very good. As you're holding it here, I want you to try lift it off the floor. And hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Okay, we go down a little bit more. And then we try to lift it off the floor. Without our upper body, without our lower body moving, we just want to move it with the shoulder up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Come back up. Okay, as we're holding firm here, we're putting our hand right on our belly. All we're going to do, we're going to go through every joint in our body because I'm not not here in the aqua class, so we're just going to move it as much as we can. Okay, so as you're keeping firm, I want you to press the dowel to the floor, so engage everything in your body. There we go. Okay, and as you're making a fist and pressing it to your belly, make sure you've got some air sac in there. Make sure your foot and ankle and feet are kind of pressing to the floor. I want you to just tuck your chin in, and we're going to look over the left shoulder. Put the ear over the left shoulder. Draw the biggest circle we can. Right ear over the right shoulder. Look over the right. And bring it to the center. And then we're going to rotate one more round. We're going to look over the left shoulder. So when I'm doing that, again, you want to feel the stretch on the opening angle, which is this side. So see the angle gets shorter here, opens there. So I want you to feel the tissue working on the opening angle. Very good. Rotate. At the center, keep pressing down to the floor. Very good. Now we're going to go the other way. So we're just going to switch hands. Press our left to the floor. And then tuck our chin in. Look over the right shoulder. Get the ear over the right shoulder and reach as far as we can. And then look over the left. And then draw half a circle with our chin. Look over the right. Ear gets over the right and reach as far back. Half a circle. Ear over the left shoulder. Look over. And then to the center, last round. Again, we want to feel the stretch on the opposite side, on the opening angle. Very good. I want you to get it out, get it right in front of you. Okay. Hold in front as you can see it. What I want you to do is I want you to flex your spine, reach forward. Okay, now we're going to rotate. You see that left side of the towel? I want it to go as far back as you can while you're keeping your hip looking forward. And then we're dropping that left side down. We reach with the thoracic spine. We go all the way up. We rotate. We kind of try to drive the other side towards the back. And then flex your spine all the way down. And then reach forward. Okay, so I want to keep you firm, close to your body. Again, imagine this is leading. So what I'm trying to do is that first I'm going to try to bring it down as far as I can. And then what I want to do is I want to rotate it as I want to kick it back. And then I want to drop that left side down. And then I want to reach with the spine and hold it up. So make sure you don't change the course of the distance between the dowel and your body. So keep your arms in the same position. Very good. We go one more round. So flexion. We go a little bit of rotation. We drop to go for full extension. Reach all the way up. Rotate towards the back. And then we go for flexion again. All the way down. Rotate to the center. Now we're going to go the other way around. So we go flexion first. Make sure your hip doesn't go along for the right. Rotate. Drop. Reach and extend. Rotate. Again, flex. And to the center. Very good. Maybe go a bit wider with our feet. For this one. Again, we go full flexion. Rotate. Drop. Reach all the way up. Rotate again. And then flex. Back to the center. One last one. Flex. Rotate. Drop. Extend. Rotate again. Flex. And go back to the center. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. So I want you to keep your hand right on top of the dowel. We're going to go for our scapula, the shoulder blade, the one that there behind you. Okay. So what I want you to do is, as you keep your hands right on top, no bend in the elbows. Okay. All I want you to do is, I want you to reach back, go up, press forward, and down. Okay. So you can see if the other shoulder is compensating for it. So I want you to keep firm. Ready? So we're going to reach forward, up, back, and then down. Forward, up, back, and down. One more. Forward, up, back, and down. Now we're going to go back, up, forward, and then down. So we go our retraction, elevation, protraction, and depression. Back, up, forward, and down. Back, up, forward, and down. Let's switch to the side. Okay. So make sure you keep it firm right in front of you, nothing else moves. We're going to work on the shoulder blades, right? They're the strongest part of our upper body. Okay? So we go forward, we reach up, we go back, and then we press down. Forward, up, back, and press down. So throughout the whole time, I want you to keep the pressure on the dowel right on the floor. Try not to lose that pressure. So we go forward, up, back, and down. Keep pressing the dowel to the floor. Forward, up, back, and down. Now the other way around. So we go back, up, forward, and down again. Back, up, forward, and down. One more. Back, up, forward, and down. Very nice. Very nice. You feel the muscles right at the back working quite hard. When we're trying to get them in isolation, when they stop the compensation, it looks like something get turned on in the muscles. Okay, so keep this close to you. Press it down. We just swap arms. Now we're going to try to go after the shoulder joints. Okay, so first I want you to externally rotate the shoulder. Yeah. So the biceps looking towards the outside of the body. I want you to slide it in near the towel. I want you to reach all the way up. See how far we can go. When we can't go anymore, I want you to from here press the dowel down with the other hand, and then try to rotate the lama. Try to hide your hands behind you without, and keep looking at the dowel and make sure that you're not rotating your body with it. Very nice. Okay, we go back the same way. We're pressing that down. We rotate all the way up, so biceps looking towards the ceiling. We reach, and as we keep rotating externally, we reach as far as we can, and slowly bring it to touch the other side of the down, and then down. Very nice. So we've got two more of these. External rotation first. Slide arm in. Try to touch the dowel on the side. Reach as far up as you can. When you can't anymore, I think that's somewhere here for me. Then I want you to rotate it with the bicep, and then try to reach as far back. As you keep rotating, reach as far back as you can, and close the gap. Very good. Okay, so now we go back as far as we can on extension. We get our external rotation, and then we reach as far up as we can, pressing the dowel. So you keep it firm, the rest of your body is firm. Just working on that shoulder joint. I want you to experience what the shoulder joint is doing. Okay, then we go one more. Slide it in. Go near the dowel. Reach as far up as you can. When you can't anymore, I want you to rotate from the bicep. From the bicep, not from the wrist only. And then reach as far back as you can. And then close the gap. Then we go back. We rotate. Keep pressing it down to the floor. Make sure you're not compensating with your lower back. Your lower back is not extending or flexing. Reach and close the gap. Very nice. Let's do it on the other side. Switch. Press the dowel on the floor. Once you get some air saved in your belly, make sure everything is firm. Okay, so hands, I want you to press the thumb to your rest of your hand, and then slide in. Reach as far up as you can. Very good. When you can't anymore, you keep pressing the dowel to the floor. I want you to rotate the shoulder internally and then reach as far back as you can. And then close the gap. Very good. Now we're going to go for extension. We're going to go for external rotation. Reach as far up as you can. As you keep rotating the bicep towards the outside, reach as far up, and then in again, back to the center. Okay. So again, we get our external rotation, biceps looking towards the outside of our body. We're going to slide our hands into adduction. We're going to reach as far up as we can. See how far we can go. Make sure when we get to this point, you don't extend your back, because till this point is shoulder flexion. From here is your back extension, right? That's why we're trying to keep the back, everything zipped up. We're not trying not to reach up and flare with our reps. So let's go back one more time. So bring your arms down. I want you to keep this firm and keep pressing to the down. So rotate externally, reach, touch. Go as far up as you can on flexion. When you can't anymore, then I want you to rotate it internally, and then as you're internally rotating it, reach as far back as you can. Close the gap. And then we go back to extension. You rotate externally, reach as far up as we can. I'm trying to keep firm with everything else in my body, and then back to the center and down. Very nice. Ooh. It doesn't look that hard, but it is. Okay, let's go. So external rotation. Reach for abduction. Bring your hand in. Reach as far up as you can. Very good. When we can't anymore, we're going to internally rotate. And as we internally rotate, we're going to reach as far back as we can to shoulder extension. Make sure your other shoulder doesn't go along with the right, and you don't rotate your thoracic while you're doing that. So go back to extension as far as you can. Rotate externally and reach as far up as you can. Very good. Very nice. Very nice. Time to do a little bit of work on our elbows. Okay? Are we ready? I want you to hold this down right somewhere in the middle. Okay? I want you to keep your do not bring your shoulder forward. I want you to bring it back and set. So make sure you are strong. So I want you to hold it there and slowly let the other hand go and see if you can hold it on one side. Yeah, there you go. Okay, if it's not happening, you can bring it a little bit more towards the middle. Okay, and then slowly let it go. Okay, if it's too easy, reach a bit further back. Yeah, and then slowly let the other hand go. And hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Very nice. Very nice. Now we'll go a bit further back. So slowly let the other hand go. 5, 4, 3, and let it go back down. Good. Okay, we're going to go back up. Reach back. Okay, rotate it up with the other hand, help it down. I want you to keep firm and try to let it go, but slowly control that movement as it's going down. Again, go back up. Okay, reach as far as you can. Make sure you have enough flare. You can see it in the mirror. Okay, we reach up, and as we keep firm, we're slowly letting it go. Very good. Very good. Make sure you keep your elbow close to your body and do not let that get away. Okay, one last one. We go up as far up as we can, and as we keep firm, slowly let the hand go. Good. Good. Let's go on the other side. Let's go on the other side. Okay. So first, we're going to find somewhere that we can't hold it anymore. Okay, for me, it might be somewhere around here. Yeah. Okay. We don't want to flare to one side. So keep firm. Keep firm. So hold them both with one arm. Yeah. Keep firm. That's all right. And slowly let that hand go. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and drop it down. Let's go back up. Okay. Make sure you got some parasitial belly. Everything is quite firm. Hold. Strong and slowly let that hand go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one. Last one. Hold firm. Shouldn't go forward. Keep it back. getting firm and set. We're just going to work on this internal on this external rotation on it. Slowly let the hand go and hold it. And 4, 3, 2, and let it rotate. Very good. Now we're going to rotate the elbow the other way. Okay? Good. Now we're going to find somewhere that you can hold it. Yeah? Somewhere around here. This one's easy, huh? Okay, so we'll reach up. Okay, and then let it slowly rotate down. And the other hand is there to cover. Very good. You go back up. Hold. And slowly rotate. Very good. Last one. Slowly rotate. Very good. Let's go on the other side. Not easy. Okay. I'm going to find somewhere that is quite not that easy for me to move. Okay. Reach. And slow. Go further. Go up. And slowly. Make sure that this stays firm. You only want to work on the elbow rotation. Very good. Good. Last one. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, you're going to keep firm. I want you to make sure you put your forearm right on top of that dowel. Make sure your shoulder is not way forward. Bring it back and set it. So now all I want you to do is I want you to move the wrist down, rotate it in, bring it back up, rotate it out, and press down. So you see that's for you to stop the forearm to move. And I just want you to see if you can just move your wrist without moving your forearm. We're going to do 4 rotations this way. Good, and then 4 rotations the other way. Very nice. Okay, the other way, make sure you don't bend the elbows as well. Or keep them in the same position. If it's bent, keep it bent. If it's straight, keep it straight. Okay, it's absolutely fine. Hold it on top. Okay, in, we're going to go up, we rotate, and we press down. In, up, out, and press down. Good, make sure that forearm doesn't move. And then the other way around. It's hard, isn't it? Forearm goes along with the right. Very nice. Time to do our hips. You can find the wall. You find the wall. It's not a balancing exercise. We're just going to focus on the hip movement. Just before we do the hip, I would like to do a bit of work on our spine. So just before we do that, let's get the dowel in front of us. We go a little bit lower. We bend our knees slightly lower. Yeah. So what I want you to do is I want you to try to move one vertebra at a time throughout the whole spine segments. Okay? So first, as we keep firm, I want you to tuck your pelvis in and then try to slowly move up. It's like a little wave in your spine and go for the full flexion. And then from here, I want you to move your pelvis in first and then go a little bit up higher until you press your full spine out to extension. Again, we're going to tilt the pelvis in first and then slowly reach up. Keep the pelvis turned in. Good. And then we're going to tilt it out. And then slowly move up the ladder of the spine. Okay, good. We're going to turn it in first. Slowly moving it up. And then tilt it out. And move on. Very good. Now it's to do the hip. Okay, hold on to something. Okay, dowel on your right. We're going to move the left hip. Okay, so as you hold it, okay, I want you to reach up to flexion with your hip. Okay, make sure you're not bending your back. Reach up. Okay, we're going to open abduction. Okay, from here we're going to rotate a couple of times in and out. Very good. So you make sure that the hip, so your pelvis doesn't move with the hip as you're rotating. So just a little rotation in the hip, internal and external rotation. Okay, so we reach up, we go open to abduction, and then a bit of internal and external rotation. Okay, and then we get internal rotate and get it back, kick back that heel as far, close the gap, and then go back up. So we're going to do this 4 rounds. So imagine drawing a little circle with your hip. And then the other way around. So now we kick it back, we open it, we rotate it externally, reach up to flexion, close the gap, and we go down. So back, open, rotate, reach. Again, make sure that whatever you do now is pain-free. You don't want to push through the pain. We want to make sure that we skip that pain. Last one. Very good. Very good. Let's go on the other side. Let's go on the other side. Okay, so reach up to flexion, rotate, abduction, open to abduction, and then rotate internally and kick that heel back. And then we're going to repeat this 4 times. Make sure you're aware of your lower body and how it compensates for the movements of your hip. I want you to make sure you've got some air saved in your belly while you're doing that. And last round, reach up. Open to abduction, internally rotate and kick that heel back, and close the gap. Now we're going to go the other way. Kick the heel back, open to abduction, rotate externally, reach as far up as you can, close the gap, and go back to extension. Very good. Very good. Okay. Last couple. Last couple. Okay. So as you're keeping firm, we just want you to bring your knee up to 90 degrees. And all I want you to do is, I want you to just do a few internal and external rotation on this bone in front, which is your tibia. Just like how we just moved our elbow. We want to try to see if we can get some movement back in that bone. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you wanted to spice it up, you can bring it back, kick it forward a few times. You can do your flexion and extension on the knee as well. Very good. Let's switch. Okay, so we reach up to 90 degrees. Make sure that your back is not bent. Keep everything firm here. Save some air in your belly. We rotate in. Press out, rotate out and bring it in. Okay, if you can't manage to do that, you're just going to internally and externally rotate it a few times. Okay, you want to initiate that movement from the knee, not from the ankle or from the hip. So we want to keep the hip in the same position and see if you can just engage on knee joints or this tibia bone to move. Very good. Last couple. Okay, you want to keep that leg straight or bent. It doesn't matter as long as it stays the same. Okay, we're going to reach up and we do our little circles with our ankle. Press down, rotate, and back up. So very slow, controlled movement. press that. So we got our E version, and then we've got our plantar flexion, inversion, dorsiflexion, and then turn. Very good. Let's go on the other side. In, out, up, and press. So inversion, dorsiflexion, eversion, plantar flexion. In. So we turn it in, bring it up, rotating it out, and press it down. Now we'll go the other way around. Very nice. Very nice. What we want to try to focus on is not to move the knee or our hip. Just going to focus on this joints in our ankle and get a bit more, as well as scanning and exercising, we're trying to figure out what's going on with that joint if you're trying to move it in isolation. Okay, we all got shoes on. All I just want you to do is try to lift your big toe up as you're keeping the small ones down. Okay, now put this big toe down and lift the small ones up. It's important to do as well as in shoes, as well as barefoot, because we move in both. Sometimes we got shoes on, sometimes we don't, but it's good to be able to move the toes. Yeah, so the small ones down, big ones up. Big ones down, small ones up. Very nice. We're going to go 2 minutes of breathing, and then that's us done. Okay, so up. There we go. Just lay on the floor. Lay on your back. Once you lay down, I want you to make sure that your lower back is in touch with the floor, and make sure you're quite comfortable there. I want you to place your hand right on top of your belly, just below your sternum. And I want you to just take a deep breath in like 4 seconds, and exhale for 4 seconds. Inhale through your nose, and exhale through the mouth. So we go for it. 4-second inhale. And 4-second exhale. Hold in. Hold in. So now on the next breath, what I want you to try to do is, instead of getting the belly to rise up, I want you to try to breathe in your chest and in the lungs a bit on top of your diaphragm. So we're going to try not to let the belly to go up, but fill the lungs with the air while it's there. 2 more, all the way in. All the way up. Very nice. Very nice. Very good. Very good. Spend as much time as you want there. Take a little bit more time to relax. You got out of the middle too. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Very good. That's it. Well done. I want to stay there for another half hour.
No problem.
Well done.
That was
Well done. With the full body card.